I'm Miguel Sarzosa. I am an assistant professor of economics at Purdue University. So sometimes people think that bullying is a rite of passage, that it should happen and that it builds character, but it's definitely not like that. We know now, and we have measured the impact of being bullied, and we know that it's very damaging for kids. These kids that are victimized grow up to have less skills than they would have had if they were not victimized. They are less likely to go to college, they are more likely to be depressed, they are less likely to deal with stressful situations properly, they feel physically sick more often when they're adults. So there are real life, measurable consequences of being victimized. It's not just a rite of passage, and that's why we need to focus and do research on that to understand better what drives it, what causes it, who are the ones that are more likely to suffer it. We know that 22% of kids in middle school get victimized. That figure is the highest in middle school and less in elementary school and less in high school. And that figure is common in many cultures around the world when it gets to be measured in the same way. Bullying on boys is different from girls on average. Boys are more physical, and so we tend to see more bullying on boys because it's more easy to observe. On girls is more about social exclusion. It's less observable, so we tend to ignore that kind of bullying. So for us economists, to measure an effect, we require a very particular setting, and that's very important for us to find causal effects. There has not been any studies that give us a causal effect of policies attempting to reduce bullying, right? There are many efforts in school districts, schools, family groups, but full governments, but there are no measures of its impact and how we economists define it. There are many anecdotal evidences out there. There are many good stories about what can work and what doesn't, but we haven't measured it, so we don't know what causes an actual effect in reducing bullying or what doesn't.